You ever wondered why, when you get a raise, that finally you get that raise, that you don't feel like you're making any more money? Ever wonder why, no matter how many raises you get, how much more money you make, what that bonus may be, you never feel like you've gotten any more money? There's nothing extra after the first one or two checks. It's just back to the same old, same old. You're working just as hard and you're not making any progress. Well, here's a hard truth. It's not the paycheck. It's not the amount of money. It is you and your bad money habits. You cannot out-earn your own bad management. You cannot earn your own bad money habits. You have to identify them and change them, like everything in life. Hi, I'm Jenny. I'm here to embolden women over 40. I've got a little to say about a lot of things, mostly about midlife reinvention and money. And as we move toward that ever golden brass ring, yes, a golden brass ring of retirement. Today, we're going to talk about why you never feel like you're making any progress, regardless of how much money you're making. We've all been in our careers or in our jobs or whatever we do to produce an income for more years than we care to count at this point. And we just don't seem to be making any progress. If you're not already looking at the details of your personal money plan, you're missing a lot of opportunities to make the most of your money. So today we're going to talk about how to identify some of your bad money habits and what we can do to change them, little steps. And you're going to feel like not only did you get all of those raises throughout your lifetime, but you are just sitting on top of a pile of money now. I want to help you put your dollars to work so you're not stuck on the hamster wheel until retirement, and God forbid, after retirement. Nothing wrong with that. Some of us will want to work, some of us will need to work. But let's do what we can do now to try to prevent having to do things instead of wanting to do things. It is time that we took control not only of our money, but of our life. First thing we need to do is figure out where your money's leaking. We know it's coming in. You've just got that raise, you've just got that bonus, you've got a paycheck. We know it's coming in, but where is it going? If you have not already sat down with the back of an envelope, a notepad, or in the description, my free budgeting basic worksheet and workbook, you need to do it because you are a grown woman, grown man, grown adult. You need to define what comes in and what goes out and be aware of that. So where things can leak, subscriptions. Do you watch Netflix? You signed up for that free 30-day trial of Hulu, gave them your card, never went back to cancel it. Gym memberships. Anything along those lines, you need to identify where the monthly draws that you're not even aware of are. How many of us get up in the morning and instead of making our own cup of coffee to our exact specs in our own home for pennies compared to stopping on the way to work, do we do the convenient thing? And sometimes it's not so convenient. You go in, it's crowded, you have to stop, you have to mingle post-pandemic with all these people who forgot what it's like for any sort of social distancing or basic hygiene. Not the point of this video. Okay. Are you stopping in the mornings to treat yourself, to get yourself something sweet? Doesn't matter where. Those are different leaks that, although, yeah, an occasional treat is fine, but to make it a lifestyle and a habit, you'd be amazed at how much that actually adds up to what could be going into your retirement fund or paying off debt, etc. The word economize comes to mind, and that's almost as bad for a lot of us as the word budget. But we just have to be responsible and intentional with our funds, not necessarily economizing or budgeting. We're going to have a plan and we're going to be intentional. The word budget, let's just throw it out there. It's not a bad word. It's not a prison. It is a plan. It is your roadmap from this is the money that comes in. This is everywhere it needs to go. This is what's left over. I'm going to pay off the debt. I'm going to pay off the house. I'm going to stack it into retirement. These are things that empower you to take control of your future and put you on the path to the life that you want and you so deserve. You have worked so hard. You're constantly doing for others. It's time to pay attention and do for you. Once we have the awareness of what's coming in and what's going out, and we've stopped the bleeding on the different points that didn't make sense to begin with, the unused subscriptions, the forgotten subscriptions, the extra impulse purchases, the mindless scrolling and purchasing because marketing savvy. A lot of these little video snippets we watch are not really videos. They're little infomercials, little marketing. Here, buy this. You need this. Doesn't it look beautiful on me? So once we have identified the flow of our finances, we then need to see, do we have any shortfalls? Do we really want to get these bills paid off prior to moving to the next stage of life? The answer to that is yes, you do. So it is possible that you're going to need to produce more money. So we're going to work smarter, not harder. Okay? You've already got more than likely a full-time job. If you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you are an at-home support to a professional man or a professional partner, sorry, don't mean to say man, a professional partner, but you're the one who keeps the home fires burning, there are things that we can all do to create extra income. Case in point, press record. Get started with this. Honestly, I've yet to be monetized. So right now, go and like and subscribe and share this video and my channel with people in your life. Also, down in the description, I've got the basic budgeting worksheet and workbook. And I also have a couple of prompted journals that will help you, and they're geared toward women, but men feel free, or purchase them as gifts. But these journals make you begin to think, where am I? And where did I want to be? Where do I still want to go? Who is that woman I thought I was going to become? And what became of her? What I want to do in this next chapter of my life. I can't just sit around. I don't want to be that quintessential grandma on a rocker knitting. What do you want to do? It's time we thought about that. So the journal's below. Help yourselves. There's links. There's an entire catalog out there. Feel free to go browse. Gift giving occasions all year round, but Christmas and holidays are coming up. So y'all remember that. In the comments, leave me questions, encouragement to others, individuals. Let's build a community around this, because ladies, Gen Xers, however we identify ourselves, we're moving into this stage of life whether we want to or not. It's coming. Let's embrace it like we have every other decade of our existence. All right, back to the show. So side hustles, what can we do to produce extra money? Well, YouTube channels, one. There's always print on demand. There's Etsy stores. There's tutoring. There's dog walking. There's babysitting. There's elder sitting. There's a lot of opportunities to generate extra money. You could, if you want to. I know a lot of seniors who go out there and they do DoorDash and or Uber and Lyft drive so that they can actually have social interaction outside of the home. They love being retired with their spouses, but they are accustomed for their entire life to having conversations with people other than that. So give some thought to how you can generate more money. Also, there's videos on my channel about your retirement funds are sitting in your closet or your garage. It's time to start downsizing and purging for a lot of us. Generate that into some income. I challenge every last one of you. Get an awareness of what's coming in and what's going out. Pick one thing that you're going to stop mindlessly spending money on. Is that all the subscriptions? Great. Tell me in the comments how much money you're going to save per month because you've gone and you've canceled the subscriptions in over a year. In over 5 years, how much money is that back into your budget? Same thing with the convenience, beverages and foods. Is it time to finally start packing your lunch? How much do you spend on lunch a day? Times that by 5 days. You're going to be very surprised. All right. Again, I'm Jenny. I'm emboldening women over 40 to enter into that next chapter of their life, bold and bombastically, with a mind to money and retirement on the horizon. I will see y'all in the next video. You can't. Hi, I'm Jenny. I've got a little to say about a lot of stuff, mostly about money and midlife reinvention, but you never know what I'm going to say, so be sure to keep coming back. Hi, I'm Jenny. I am here. Hi, welcome. I'm Jenny. I'm here to embolden women over 40. I've got a little to say a lot about. You've just got a lifestyle that you shouldn't have. Are you living like a Kardashian? And you should be more like living like Homer Simpson. I don't know why I made that analogy. First thing we need to do is figure out where the money's going. Stop recording. Stop recording.